Here with Coach Johnson, head football coach for Bethel Royals football team. Coach, a tough loss last week, but it was a great game between two top 25 football teams. Really proved to be a defensive battle. What was your takeaway from the game, and what was your message to the guys afterwards?
Well, I think you have to deal with loss, and you have to fight through those things. I was incredibly proud of our guys, how hard they played. Our deal is that we want everybody to hate to play us because we play so hard for so long, and they did just that, and that was great. And we struggled a little bit offensively. We kind of had a remade offensive line, and the guys, they're great players, but they don't know quite as much as we could. And we just had to deal with some injuries that way, and we had lost Landon Mathis to an injury, and so we're kind of battered, but didn't really pay attention to that. Got after it. Wartburg's an excellent team, and they're kind of that's really a fun competition that we have with those guys. And our defense played phenomenal, and we really at the end we gave up some stuff that we shouldn't have. But their quarterback's preseason All-American. He's a heck of a player. We're sick of him. I told him after the game, I said, I don't want to see you again unless it's in the playoffs. But it was it was a great day at Bethel. I mean, our fans were ridiculous, and it just blessed me like crazy. The students section was jam-packed, white out, and it was really a very cool atmosphere. And there's a lot of neat things in it. You never want to lose, but sometimes you learn more out of that loss. And what we are telling the guys, and it's for all of us, is that we just need to knock softness out of our life, and you can do that with a happy heart and not be grumpy about anything, but just be grateful and fight on.
Well, you talked about the adversity of some of the injuries you had to deal with both before the game and during the game. Did you have to make any adjustments during the game to try and maybe simplify your offense? Your offensive line at one point it looked like you had 4 newcomers during the game.
Yeah, we did have 4 newcomers. In fact, one guy was just Mason Dietrich. He played a great game, but he's only been an offensive lineman for 4 days, which is unheard of. But he did a great job and fought through, and our tackles from the week before were guards. So there's a lot of things there that we had to work through, and then our receivers are banged up a little bit, and so the routes are a little bit different. That kind of hurts our quarterback to where he's kind of got to make some adjustments on the fly. And in some ways we really did well to handle that. In other ways it kind of we had some lost yardage plays that kind of set you back in your drives, and so then you don't get a continuity and a flow, and that hurt us offensively. I felt like special teams were great. We had a touchdown called back on a targeting foul that we don't have a ruling on yet, but I don't think it was a great call. And Bridge Tussler housed a punt return, so that was great. And our punters, our kickers, we did well in the special teams and unbelievable on defense, and offensively, good enough. Coulda, woulda, shoulda won. And we had a couple times in the red zone we didn't contribute, that we didn't execute. But other than that, happy. Here we go. We're going into conference play, and we'll punch them in the nose.
Well, you talked about conference play. This weekend you travel and you face St. Olaf in Northfield. Certainly you want to start off right on the right foot in conference play. Obviously make amends for last week's loss, but what's your expectations going into St. Olaf week?
It's really a fitting time, but we really believe as much as we can and want to do this is that the next game's a Super Bowl. What's next is really a big deal, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. We've got to get Bethel better. We have to be. I think that's a life thing. I got to work on me for my family. I got to work on so we need to do a great job. Just be fundamental. Do the things that we can do with our scheme and with our thing and with our players. We don't want to get so narrow that we're not diverse, but we don't want to get so widespread that we're not great fundamentally. So it's going to be a big week of fundamentals and get us better, and we'll obviously pay attention to the schemes of the opponent, but it's more about us growing as a football team.
Coach, good luck. We'll hope to go 1-0 this week and, as you say, win the Super Bowl against St. Olaf.
Can't wait.
Thanks, Coach.